Hello all my fellow small business owners. So in today's video, I have 4 new grants for you this week. Before we jump straight into the grants, I have to let you know, if you do not know, I do have a grant list spreadsheet. In this grant list spreadsheet, there's 100 plus active grants that are currently out right now. You will get access to this grant list for 6 months, and I update the grant list as soon as I hear about new grant opportunities. So if you want to be the first to hear about new grants, I suggest you opt in getting my grant list spreadsheet. It's only $30, so that's $5 a month to access all of the current grants. Now, if you want to go ahead and check that out or purchase it, the link is below in the description box. Now let's get into these grants. So this first grant is going to be the Support Latino Business Grant. They are going to be rewarding $2,500 to 4 Latino small businesses. The deadline for this grant is November 28th, 2023. All right, so we're going to head over to supportlatino.biz, and then this is the top, but you'll scroll to the middle to get to the actual link. And then right here it says present the 2023 Support Small Biz Grant, and it's going to be powered by Support Latino Businesses. And then we'll click here. It says hashtag Support Small Biz Grant presented by Small Business, majority empowered by Support Latino Businesses. It says Small Business Majority and Support Latino Business kick off the 3rd annual Support Small Biz Grant, honoring and celebrating diverse small businesses across the nation. The 2023 Support Small Biz Grant prize will go to 4 2,500 awardees. To be eligible to apply, a business must have at least 1 Latino founder with at least 50% ownership, have a legally registered U.S. for-profit business, have been in business for at least 1 year prior to September of 2023, be at least 18 years of age, and a resident of the U.S., be a part of the SLB Directory Network, and join the Small Business Majority mailing list. And then right here it says applications open September 14, 2023, and you'll press apply. And then for this grant, it's super simple. You'll just fill out all this information down here. All right, so your first name, email, phone number, state you reside in, and then you'll fill out a few essay questions. You have to upload a headshot of yourself. You'll agree to the terms and conditions, and then you'll select submit. This next grant is going to be the Merchant Maverick grant. This grant is going to be rewarding $10,000 grants. This is going to be open to Native American businesses, and the deadline for this grant is November 30th, 2023. To get to this grant, you'll go to merchantmaverick.com/Merchant Maverick Opportunity Grant Native American Businesses. And then once we scroll down, it says 10K Merchant Maverick Opportunity Grant for Native American Small Businesses. Apply for an opportunity grant for Native American small businesses. The Merchant Maverick Opportunity Grant Program is a critical part of our mission to spark positive change in the B2B space. Its only purpose is to provide funding to businesses that experiences barriers to traditional financing. While many marginalized groups find it difficult to obtain traditional bank lending or venture capital investment, this year the Merchant Maverick Opportunity Grant will be awarded to 2 Native American Indian small business owners. Application open on September 1st, 2023 and remain open until November 30th, 2023. 2 winners will be selected for these 10K grants, and the winning business will be notified before the end of the year. Any business that is majority owned by an official member of the American Indian or Alaskan Native group and operates on U.S. soil is eligible to apply for one of the Merchant Maverick Opportunity Grants. The business itself does not need to be physically located on tribal land to be eligible. Please read the application guidelines carefully, as the incomplete application will not be accepted. Eligibility requirements: an eligible business must have a business address and location in the United States, be majority owned and registered member of the federally recognized Indian American or Alaskan Native tribe. And then it'll have you select, do you meet the eligibility criteria? And if you select yes, then you'll be able to apply for this grant. All right, the next grant is going to be the 15% pledge grant. This grant is going to be rewarding between $15,000 to $100,000. This is going to be open to Black-owned businesses, and the deadline for this grant is December 9th, 2023. To get to this grant, you'll go to 15percentpledge.org/award, and it says the 15% Pledge Achievement Award supporting Black entrepreneurs. Black entrepreneurs start their business with about $35,000 of capital, while white entrepreneurs start with 3 times more. As a partial consequence, Black-owned businesses report higher levels of debt relative to revenues. Too often, these and other barriers lead to shortfalls. Just 4% of small Black-owned businesses are still in operation after 3.5 years, compared with the average of 55.5% for all businesses. Over the past 2.5 years, the 15% pledge has been working alongside major corporations to reevaluate their organizational structures, funding streams, and supply chains with the goal of creating greater equity for Black businesses. To date, 29 corporations have made long-term contractual commitments to support this work, creating the potential to shift more than $14 billion to Black businesses. Still, there's much more work to do to create supportive ecosystems for Black entrepreneurs who continue to face tremendous hurdles when it comes to accessing capital to grow and thrive. We are busy activating a network of partners, including banks, investors, founders, and corporations to address the problem to scale. In the meantime, we're providing $200,000 grant to unlock the next horizon of growth for a Black-owned business. 2 additional finalists will receive $35,000 and $15,000. Awardees will be announced in person at our 2023 benefit gala in February. If we scroll down to eligibility criteria, member of the 15% pledges business equity community, click here to apply. Business sells a product and has an annual revenue of $250,000 or more. Black owned, at least one self-identifying Black person with 50% or more equity in the company. Has between 3 to 15 employees, including the founder. Fosters inclusivity and showcases community impact by pushing against systematic infrastructures that have not prioritized unique consumer needs. And then we'll press apply now. And then of course, you'll have to register to be a member of the 15% pledge to apply for this grant. All right, the last grant is going to be the 500 Flagship Accelerator program. They are going to be awarding up to $150,000 grants. This is going to be open to startup businesses, and there is currently no deadline for this grant. All right, to get here, you'll go to 500.co/accelerator/500 Global Flagship Accelerator Program. And then once we're here, it says 500 Global Flagship Accelerator Program. Take your startup to the next level with our seed program in Silicon Valley. It says, in 2010, 500 Global, then known as 5,000 Startups, was one of the first firms to create an accelerator program to shape how venture capital fosters early-stage startup innovations. 500 Global's 4-month-long program was hosted in Silicon Valley and helped founders take their companies to the next level. Over a decade later, 500 Global continues to offer founders the opportunity for a seed investment, $150,000, as well as access to full programming that's focused on startup growth and scaling. The program is hosted at our headquarters in Palo Alto, California. It says, how do you apply? You can apply for our Flagship Accelerator 365 days a year on a rolling admission basis. Does it cost money to participate in the Flagship Seed Accelerator? It says, yes, we charge $37,500 per company to participate, but these fees can be deducted from our investment amount, so you don't have to pay out of pocket. As mentioned above, our gross investment is $150,000. Once program fees are deducted, you should receive $112,500. These program fees help to cover basic costs of running the Seed Accelerator, paying outside speakers, and should be viewed like tuition. What type of companies does 500 invest in? 500 invests in a diverse range of companies in the tech industry, from marketing to SaaS, from media to AI. All right, so you'll have to sign up and become a member to apply for this grant. Those are going to be the 4 new grants for this week. If you enjoyed today's content, give me a like. If you have any questions or concerns, make sure you comment them down below. And for more, make sure you subscribe.